Hey guys, need to have a quick chat with you about something different for a minute, and I suppose the first thing and last thing I'd like to say is everything you do can affect other people, and if this message, it might not change the world, it might not change your life, but it may change the world for one person or save one life. So that's what it's about. We've had one of our subscribers who's a mental health clinician ask me to do a video to help provide some information for anybody who's in crisis due to the COVID-19 situation. There's a bit of help out there. So obviously a lot of people I've spoken to, a lot of people just sort of go, yeah, I'm all right, yeah, and they're putting up a strong skin like me, but a lot of people have sort of had enough and it is affecting them. It's such a different situation to what it normally is. But obviously this message is mainly for people in Australia. So if you know anyone anywhere that this may help, please, forward it on, because, in case it does help. As I said, if we only help one person, if we save one life, then we've done something good anyway. So if you do need any support, one of the websites you can go to is dhs.vic.gov.au. They can help in a lot of different ways. Of course, there's another website, www.each.com.au, okay? And there's another one, www.edvos.org.au, okay? Of course, you can also Google those, you'll find the information you need. Are You OK is also an Australian non-profit suicide prevention organisation. I don't have all the facts and figures. I'm not a mental health expert. I don't know anything about it whatsoever, other than a lot of people struggle, and from what I've heard, it's a lot of 16 to 24-year-olds, okay? I suppose where it's impacted me the most in the last week, exactly 1 week ago, I had a client picking up a vehicle and he was delayed quite a lot. And where we were impacted was the train was delayed, and the train was delayed because they were still cleaning up, okay? So it is real. I'll have a lot of people coming on trains to collect vehicles over the years, and this has never happened before. So there's normally a lot more trains, a lot more people picking up cars, and never run into this problem before. I know it does happen from time to time. We know people that drive trains and whatever, so we know it does happen. But the fact that there's less trains, less people, less movement, and less people picking up their cars, and this is what we come across, could be just a coincidence. You're right, but look, it's real, and if there's someone you can help, I think you need to do that. Not just ask, are you okay? Because people are going to go, yeah. So it's a good thing they're asking, are you okay? But you need to go a bit deeper. And like I said, I'm not the expert at it. There's some other places you can make contact, okay? Beyond Blue, they provide information to promote the best possible mental health, okay? So you can search Google Beyond Blue. Also Lifeline, their 24-hour-a-day crisis support and suicide prevention service. Their number is 131114, okay? Lifeline, 131114. Sometimes, I should know that number because people often jokingly use it as, tell someone who cares, 131114. It's a bit of a joke, but it's not really a joke, so quite serious for some people. Also, Headspace is for youth mental health, okay? So exactly what we're talking about, the 16 to 24-year-olds. Now, what he said is finding the right person to help come out of the crisis is the first challenge. So you really need to use these services. The other thing you can do is you can just present to your GP. So just go and see your usual doctor, let them know what's going on. Probably best to do that before things get, because things can get worse before they get better. So if you're sort of not quite right, you're not feeling, you should probably go and see someone, go to the GP, make contact. Obviously, because of COVID, you may need to make a call, book in, do it online, however they're handling it at that practice. I think it's fairly low risk at the moment, to be quite honest, 40 cases a day, more or less. It's very small, very low risk compared to the millions of people in Victoria, okay? So personally, it's not about what I believe about the imbalance of restrictions, but that's probably another video we could do. This is more just to help people. If you are affected, what I want to say is we're coming towards the end of it. Hopefully things will get better, but I understand people have got bigger problems out of this. Certainly, even if people I know are affected, I know there's people that are affected a lot worse. So we really want you to reach out and make contact. So the GP, they can link you with any of the appropriate services based on your individual circumstances. So hit up the GP for some help there, please. You can also, there's a number of free sessions you can have. It's like a specialist services that your GP can recommend that are bulk billed, so it doesn't cost you anything, right? So you can go and see mental health experts, you know, and get this sorted out by, again, going to your GP. They can certainly help out. That's your first port of call. Go see the GP. If you think you're, you know, it's worse than that and you want to get more serious help quicker, then present to hospital. Just go to one of your local hospitals. If you need to, call an ambulance. If you're having any sort of suicidal thoughts, if you know you're depressed, definitely present to a hospital as soon as possible. You can even speak to any of the public hospitals. Make contact with them. They have the psychiatric triage nurse any time to provide support, okay? The other one you've got, Nurse on Call. Nurse on Call, the phone number is 1300 606 024. Okay, there's so much support. You've got no idea how much support there is for everyone. So I've just opened up this page here, each. Okay, so you probably can't read it, but I just thought I'd put something in the picture. You're probably wondering what all the apples are. Well, you know what they said, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So that's the plan, guys. You are what you eat as well. Something else to think about. You are what you eat. I'm going to add my little 2 cents worth in, and maybe that's all it's worth, but you've got to be really, you've got to look after yourself. I think there's 4 aspects. I'm not the expert. 4 aspects to your mental health, okay? And I probably can't remember what they are right now because I didn't plan it, and you know I talk too much. So maybe I should finish this other information first. So we'll do that, and then we'll go back to my thoughts on the whole thing. So yeah, mental health clinicians in all public hospitals are available 24/7 to offer services for people in need. So keep that in mind. Hospitals and your GP. Look, you'll be, like I said, a lot of resources out there to support people with mental health crisis, especially at the moment. They know it's a problem, and I'll go as far as to say they know they've caused this problem, and it is confirmed it's much worse than the COVID problem itself, okay? So that's information is provided from people in the know, in the industry, if it's called that. Social work, he tells me, social workers in hospitals are gems. They know all the services under the sun to help you with. That's why you want to make contact with them. They're the experts. Don't try and work it out yourself. Contact the hospital, tell them what's going on, and let them hook you up with the right people for that assistance, right? As I said at the start, really, he said that's in a nutshell. That's the base information. There's a lot more information and assistance available. And as I said, my saying is, it might not change the world, but it might change the world for one person. So if it saves one life, then that's what it's about. Please share the video. You know, someone's going to benefit from this. Now, my little bonus tip at the end, you know, I think I know a little bit. What's the other saying? I don't know everything. I know jack of all trades, master of none, you know. Sort of like I think I know a little bit about, at least a little bit about everything. So as far as mental health goes, I think the apple's in the picture. I like to put something in the picture. It's not about me. I'm not here to be famous or anything. I just want to provide the information and help people where I can. Obviously, my main topic is vehicles, automotive, and specialising in Prados. Apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? You are what you eat. So what you eat, that's one aspect of your mental health. What you are, you've got to eat well. You've got to exercise, okay? And you just got to be careful. You know, I can't remember what the 4 things are. I need to go back and refresh my own memory, but you've got to be careful what you hang around, the information you take in. We say, you know, all news is bad news. You've got to be careful watching the news. You just got to turn it off sometimes. Don't be one of those people that sits in front of the electronic income reducer watching all the bad news every day, hoping for good news. It's going to give you bad news. You'll hear from another source when the news is good. Get out, do something. Physical activity, exercise, walking. It's really important. The best thing you can do is go for a walk every day. Start off your day with a walk, whether it's 20 minutes, half an hour, okay? So exercise, eating well, hanging around the right people that talk the right talk, okay? You don't want to be hanging around negative people, whatever, you know. Sometimes you might think, I'm not negative, I'm quite positive, but I can see a situation for what it is, and sometimes information needs to be corrected, needs to be adjusted, and sometimes the situation is a bit negative and you're involved in that. But if it's a public situation, like, COVID-19, it's a bit negative, it's what it is. But from any situation, you've got to take the positive out of it, okay? And there is a lot of positives from the situation. We're not going to go into those now. We'll keep it short. That's 10 minutes. It's a bada boom, bada bing. Look, you can give us a thumbs up if you like. Please let me know in the comments if you appreciated, you like this sort of thing. Every now and then, completely off topic, should we do this or not? That's what I like to see in the comments. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up, and I'd assume all the wise men are already subscribed and the bell on, so I'm not going to say it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that helps someone, or even more. The more you share it, the more we can help. And thanks, Sam, for the information. All right, guys, see ya.